Welcome to Cosmic Connections. I am Carissa, and this is a place for you to awaken your own inner knowings as well as to rediscover your own inner magic. Almost everyone that's interested in astrology has been talking about how Pluto will be entering Aquarius this January 20th and just how impactful this transition is going to be for all of us as a collective. This January 20th, 2024, Pluto will be moving out of the earthy, work-oriented Capricorn sign and into the spacious, airy, innovative, and forward-thinking sign of Aquarius. Pluto is the planet that symbolizes rebirth, transformation, and death and destruction to the old ways of existing on this earth. It symbolizes your personal power and ability to transcend what no longer serves us on an individual level as well as a collective whole. Because it takes the outer planets much more time to orbit the sun than the inner planets, 1 year on Pluto is equivalent to 248 years on Earth. This means that for Pluto, it takes 248 years to travel through all of the astro signs in orbit around the sun. This also means we have not seen this kind of cosmic placement of Pluto in Aquarius in almost 250 years. Now imagine this. As all of the planets orbit around the sun, they travel through fixed constellations in the sky. Some of these constellations make up the 12 signs of the zodiac, such as Leo, Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius, etc. These 12 zodiac constellations form a circular path of orbit that all of the planets pass through as they travel around the sun. Essentially, this means that every planet must travel through each zodiac sign to complete one full orbit around the sun. Because Pluto's orbit takes so long, 248 years, it spends about 12 to 30 years in each astro sign. So at this point, you're probably wondering, why is any of this information even relevant? Especially if the last time we saw this energy was almost 250 years ago. Well, that exactly is why. The Earth has not experienced this type of energy in over 250 years. And the last time that it did, it led to mass global revolutions. For example, in 1775, the American Revolution began, which eventually led to America's independence from Britain. In 1789, the French Revolution granted power to the people over the kingdom. And from 1760 to 1840, the Industrial Revolution brought much shift in travel, communication, and commerce, essentially changing the world forever. In turn, all of these revolutions around the world directed us towards a more enlightened state of consciousness as a whole. So the common theme when Pluto is in Aquarius is that of creating independence and autonomy from society and the expectations and constrictions of the government. So, now that we have a better understanding of what exactly Pluto in Aquarius means, we are going to be exploring how the past 14 years have been a significant buildup for this transit. And then we will be exploring what exactly is expected for you after this planetary transit occurs. Because Pluto's orbit is so slow, it has been in the grounding energy of Capricorn for the past 14 years. Now, this began in 2008, creating an importance around stability, finances, the material, and the 3D world, or your reality. Capricorn energy is very organized, money and work-oriented, driven and practical. It's an earth sign, so it tends to move a little bit slower, but it does set a positive and solid foundation for the future. Pluto represents death and rebirth, so it shifts us into new ways of existing within the self as well as outwardly into the collective. So, if you can remember, think back to 2008. What were the things that were occurring around you and on a global scale? In America, we experienced a major recession, almost as big as the Great Depression. And now in 2024, we are constantly being told that we are looking at a similar future. But that is where Pluto in Aquarius is going to come in and save the day and shock us with amazement. After a long period of responsibility, materialism, and slow turtle-like energy, Aquarius is going to come in with fresh perspective, innovation, and quick, faster movement. Aquarius is the humanitarian of the zodiac. Its energy focuses on the betterment of society as a whole, providing a progressive shift in consciousness with the vision to bring people together. When we combine the rebirth energy of Pluto with Aquarius's innovation, we are provided an authentic chance to share and express who we are and our gifts with the world at large, with technology playing a major role in how we do this. The past 14 years of stable Capricorn energy has provided us an opportunity to recognize what it is that we do want for our future, but also what we may not necessarily need anymore going forward. Recently, the collective has been more focused on the me, or our individual status in society, and what we obtain from this. Once Pluto transits from Capricorn into Aquarius, we are going to be much more interested and focused on the we and how we can all prosper and thrive in society individually and as a whole. Although Pluto will be entering Aquarius this January 20th, 2024, we are going to experience a slight retrograde period from September 1st to mid-November this year. This means that Pluto is going to go backwards into its former sign of Capricorn for a brief 3 months. This is going to show us a similar energy to what we have been experiencing for the past 14 years. Don't worry though, because this Capricorn-Pluto retrograde is offering us an opportunity to tie up any loose ends, lingering energies, or common themes that are desiring to be transformed moving forward. So at this point, you are probably wondering, how is this Pluto and Aquarius transit going to actually affect me on a personal level? Last year, from March to early mid-June, we experienced a taste of what Pluto in Aquarius is going to look and feel like for us on a personal level. Now during this time, Pluto dabbled in Aquarius and then directly went back into Capricorn 3 months later. This is called stationing direct, very similar to what you know as a retrograde, but instead of the planet appearing to move backwards and from Earth's perspective, it appears to move forward. If you can, think back to the brief 3 months in 2023 from March to early June. What major events took place during this time in your life? Were there any underlying common themes playing out at this time? Did anything significant come into your life or end up leaving it? I remember this period of time being extremely significant for me in terms of personal growth and the dreams and manifestations that I truly desired for my life. This brief period of time was necessary for us to be able to move forward with stability and clarity. So if you are interested and curious about what is going to be happening for you as Pluto moves into Aquarius, think back to these brief 3 months in 2023 from March to June and what the significant events were going on, energies at play, or what was just happening in your life. This energy appeared to be providing a new reality for everyone. And then as Pluto returned back into Capricorn mid-June, the energy really seemed to slow down again. This allowed us a chance to recalibrate, stabilize, and ground in the energies of the heart and mind together. So after this brief retrograde period where Pluto goes back into Capricorn this September to mid-November, Pluto is going to station direct in Aquarius for the next 20 years. This is going to bring about quicker manifestations, technological advances, and more authenticity as we connect with each other as a human race. This Aries sign will encourage our natural self-expression so that we can attract our manifestations into our life with much ease and grace. Widespread acceptance of others and how our individual unique gifts can benefit all will become our natural way of perceiving each other and ourselves as a collective. Progress in air travel and technology will continue to evolve, as well as extraterrestrial connections and communications to the people. Yes, I do mean that we will soon begin to experience alien life on this planet. This huge shift in the collective consciousness will lead us into a golden era of global mass awakening. Many will become much more interested in topics such as spirituality, divination, the occult, and things like energy work. Now, the combination of Western medicine with holistic medicine over the past 14 years has laid a stable foundation for us to not only understand what it is we desire for our physical material wealth, but what it is we desire for our physical bodies and how we desire to treat and care for them. We will be open to the advances in Western medicine while also incorporating the ancient holistic ways of treating dis-ease. Most importantly, expect these major shifts and changes to occur around society, community, and technology. And as Pluto enters Aquarius this January 20th, things are really going to start to pick up and lighten energetically from about February to August this year. Expect not only a shift in your own consciousness, but also in those around you. Expect more positive energy to be present in mind, body, and soul, and for karmic chapters to finally come to a close. Allow for flow and ease instead of feeling stuck and stagnant. And finally, expect things to really start happening for you. As Pluto enters into Aquarius, expect paramount growth in air travel, technology, and AI's role in the advancement of this earth. Expect greater communication and connection with the self, your spirit team, and within community. And also expect a deeper understanding of the self and the role that you play within a collective society. Expect positive changes within your interpersonal relationships and communities for the highest good of everyone involved. Overall, just expect much more richness to come into your life than has been present for a while now. I have pulled 2 oracle cards and I will explain what they mean pertaining to the energy of Pluto being in Aquarius. First, we have last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. And we have retrograde, review. So this retrograde card is coming through to just ask you to, as you reveal what needs to be seen, which is yourself and your authenticity, as we talked a lot about this in the video, as you do this and you share who you are with the world, do this with grace and remember to have ease and flow, to take pauses, to take time to reflect and to not force what you would like to happen, to always act off of inspiration instead of motivation, because this is going to attract your manifestations to you much quicker than when you force things to happen. Also, these cards are bringing to mind the period of time that we talked about in the early to mid-fall this year, from September to November, where there's going to be that Pluto in Capricorn retrograde. So it's asking you to have a lot of grace and comfort, I'm hearing, with yourself, and to give yourself space to grow in your own time without forcing it. It's asking for you to pause, stop, and reflect, and act when inspired only. So from September to November, there's going to be that shadow period. And this is asking us to just keep in mind all those things we talked about, what we want to keep into our life and what we would like to release. Thank you so very much for watching this Pluto in Aquarius video. I intend that it has helped you understand this planetary alignment just a little bit more and that you have enjoyed it. And if you have, just feel free to like and or comment your thoughts so that I know which videos you love. And if you would like to book a personal tarot reading, a personal Reiki healing, or if you would like to purchase one of my meditation crystal candles that look like this, you can do so in the links below. So, as always, if you would like to join the Cosmic Connection Soul family, you can do so by subscribing. We are a bunch of beautiful, empathic, sensitive, and gentle-hearted souls that are really just looking to live our happiest, most blissful, and authentic lives. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then subscribe, like, and/or comment your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching this Pluto and Aquarius video. I am Carissa, and you will see me in the next one. Goodbye.